Thank you, all of you, for joining us today. We will start with felicitation of our dignitaries. I request Mr. Himanshu Burad from National Health Authority to present the token of gratitude to the Honorable Minister. I now request Ms. Sangamitra Chauhan from National Health Authority to present the token of gratitude to the Union Health Secretary, ma'am. I now request Ms. Suchi Khanna from National Health Authority to present the token of gratitude to Dr. Katharina. I now request Ms. Kritika Kamthan from National Health Authority to present the token of gratitude to CEO NHA. I now request Ms. Devika Bhatia from National Health Authority to present the token of gratitude to Professor Agarwal. Thank you all. From digital health records to interoperable systems, India has laid a strong foundation in its digital public infrastructure journey. Today, we take the next step towards the intelligent, evidence-based, and impactful use of artificial intelligence in healthcare. To formally welcome us and set the context for today's launch, I invite Shri Kiran Gopal Vaska, Joint Secretary and Mission Director, Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, National Health Authority. Sir, may I please request you to address the gathering?
Thank you, Yukti. A very good afternoon to everyone. Chief guest of today's event, Shri J.P. Nadda ji, Honorable Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Chemicals and Fertilizers. Secretary, Health, Government of India, Punya Salila Srivastava ma'am, CEO NHA, Shri Ashok Barnwal, OIC, the World Bank CRO Office, Director IIT Kanpur. It's a privilege and an honor to welcome all of you to this event where we launched two of the most important initiatives in healthcare for India. The strategy for healthcare in AI for healthcare in India, and the benchmarking platform. At the very outset, I'd like to express our sincere gratitude to Honorable Union Minister for his leadership and steadfast commitment to digital transformation in healthcare. Under his guidance, India has moved decisively towards building a modern technology-enabled health system. History shows us that certain technologies redefine societies. Electricity did that. Internet also did that. Today, artificial intelligence stands as the next general purpose technology. One that will influence diagnosis, treatment, pathways, hospital management, public health surveillance, research, and policy decisions. But history also teaches us something else. Those who succeeded in a technological revolution are not merely those who build the sophisticated tools. They are those who implement them effectively, at scale, and with responsibility. In healthcare, this principle becomes even more critical, and the real measure of success will not be the best model in a laboratory, but the most trusted, safe, and impactful system deployed across districts, states, and communities. India is uniquely prepared for this moment. Through the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, we have laid down population-scale digital infrastructure and through interoperable records, consent-based architecture, and a federated method of storing data that have laid the rails for responsible AI adoption. ABDM is not just a digital platform, but it is the foundation upon which intelligent learning health systems can be built. Today, in this event, we will be releasing the strategy for artificial intelligence in healthcare for India in the august presence of the Honorable Minister, which is an important milestone in our journey alongside a benchmarking platform for AI solutions in healthcare. Together, they reflect our commitment to ensure that AI in healthcare remains safe, ethical, evidence-based, and aligned with public health priorities. AI must augment human judgment, expand access, reduce inequities, and strengthen system resilience. At the same time, innovation must also be accompanied by transparency so that clinicians and health administrators can rely on validated, high-quality systems, and adoption is guided by evidence rather than hype. Friends, AI offers us the opportunity to enhance the productivity of our health workforce and improve disease detection. And for a country of India's scale and diversity, such capabilities are transformative. This collaborative effort, both the strategy and the platform, have been done through a rigorous effort involving experts across disciplines and institutions. And having had the privilege of being part of this process, I can personally attest to the depth of deliberation and commitment that went into shaping this document. This work reflects both intellectual rigor and a deep sense of public responsibility. Let us today mark not just the launch of a document and a platform, but the beginning of a sustained national mission to make AI work for India's health system and for every citizen it serves. With that, I welcome you all once again for this very, very important event, and thank you, and a very good afternoon to all of you.
Thank you, sir, for setting the context. To take us through the vision and roadmap of strategy for artificial intelligence for healthcare for India and tell us in detail about both the benchmarking platform, it is my honor to invite and welcome Dr. Sunil Kumar Bandwal, Chief Executive Officer, National Health Authority, on stage. Sir, may I request you to kindly address the gathering, sir.
Honorable Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, respected Sri J.P. Nadda ji, Honorable Secretary, Department of Health and Family Welfare, Srimati Punya Salila Srivastav ji, Dr. Catherine, Officer in charge of WHO, Dr. Manindra Agarwal, Director of IIT Kanpur. Indeed, privilege for me to be present before you to present about the two important milestones which is being launched today in presence of Honorable Minister. And in these two launch, I stand before you in two capacity. One, as chairman of the committee which was entrusted to draft this strategy for AI in healthcare for India. And second, as CEO of NHA, which signed a MOU with IIT Kanpur in April 2024 to develop an open benchmarking platform for AI solutions. And these two are now being launched. It's indeed a very important day for Ministry of Health and Family Welfare in the journey of AI in healthcare. So I'll just in nutshell present what exactly this strategy will entail and how does it guide us for deploying AI at population scale in transforming healthcare delivery in India, and how this open benchmarking platform actually build trust for AI solutions for deploying in Indian context. So I must yeah. So the idea of having a strategy, which we are calling it SAHI, because a strategy for AI in healthcare for India, it really suits us. In a way, it will correct most of the things which we have in mind and the concerns which are being raised around the artificial intelligence. The idea came, why should we have a separate sectoral strategy for AI, for healthcare? See, there is already a national strategy for AI, which is sector agnostic. But if you see application of AI in healthcare, it has a unique concerns, lot of sensitivity, several ethical and safety considerations which needs to be addressed before applying AI in healthcare. At the same time, we need AI to improve the workflow of healthcare delivery. And therefore, it has to move from experimentation to systematic, safe, and scalable implementation. So we want AI, but at the same time, we also need to create the guardrails within which it will be applied. And therefore, having a separate strategy for AI in healthcare was required to be put in place, and Honorable Minister, under his leadership, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare decided to have a separate strategy for AI in healthcare, and today is the day which we will be launching it. So, if we go in the background, there has been large deliberations which took place before coming up with this document. And it involved deliberations with clinicians, health tech companies, participants of the healthcare deliveries, governments, more particularly the state governments, policy makers, and it was held at several levels. There were 4 major workshops across the country, starting from Vijayawada to Delhi to Shillong, and ultimately also in IIT Bombay. The aim was to involve everyone who is affected or who could contribute in development of this document. And it was tried in a great details. In fact, some of the workshops which I attended, I saw sentence by sentence, word by word of this document was deliberated. And everybody was asked if you have some input or can it be made better. And that is how this document has come up. And I believe it gives good guidelines for us to actually deploy AI solutions in healthcare with all caution which concerns us. So I'll just read out the vision which has come out for this strategy. It is to enable the safe, ethical, evidence-based, and inclusive use of artificial intelligence across India's healthcare system, leveraging digital public infrastructure and institutional strength to drive responsible innovation, expand access to high-quality, affordable care, improve health outcomes, and position India as a global leader in responsible AI for healthcare. So primarily, it aims to cover everybody's concern, at the same time promote innovation and expand access to high quality affordable care. which is ultimately the objective of all of us. So with these, if we see, we have aligned with some of the basic 7 principles which METI has set for AI governance guidelines, and these are applicable also in healthcare. And these are, trust is the foundation, which we all appreciate. Person is in the center. So the patient will be in the center, people will be in the center. Innovation over restraint. So while we raise all kinds of concern, but we cannot stop innovation. We cannot stop deployment. We have to find a way how to deploy AI solutions. Then fairness and equity, accountability. Whatever solution we apply, we must find out if it goes wrong, what are the accountability metrics. Then understandable by design, and finally the safety, resilience, and sustainability. So finally, the document has come up with 5 pillars, and each pillar had some themes under which the recommendations have come. So finally, these recommendations will be the guiding guardrails for us, as well as promoting innovation for application of AI in healthcare. So first is the governance, regulation, and trust, which we all realize in case of healthcare, it is the most important one. We must have some regulation which ensures the trustworthiness of the AI solutions, which factors the risk and safety of the patient, ensures transparency and accountability, and it coordinates with other sectors too. Second is the health and data digital infrastructure. We all know AI works on data. We have created the digital foundation. We need to generate quality data. So it talks about the data quality, data integrity, and data lifecycle governance. Similarly, the workforce, institutional capacity, and change management, which is another very important thing which we have realized with every technology. Though the technology could be very good, but unless it is actually the change management or the capacity building is done properly, it may not yield the right result. And therefore, we will have to build the capacity, both institutional as well as individual, and do the change management to ensure right usage of the AI solution. Then research, innovation, and evidence generation, which is talking of a larger ecosystem, and finally developing an ecosystem for AI deployment at population scale, which will lead India, actually make India or position India to lead in the global south for application of AI solutions in healthcare. With these, we are expecting that the strategy will actually have an outcome and impact by generating public value-driven AI adoption, a stronger health system performance, quality, safety, and governance, equity and inclusive impact, responsible innovation ecosystem, continuous learning health systems, and finally, trust, transparency, and ethical alignment. So these are some of the features. Details will be available after the launch on the website, and people can go through it. Soon thereafter, there will be many other discussions for implementation and taking it forward. Now we'll come to the next project, which is benchmarking open data platform. Here, the objective is just twofold: enable AI models providers to benchmark their models on real-world healthcare data. Every time we are talking, there are AI models, but are they trained on Indian data? Are they trained on diverse data in Indian context? If they are trained on foreign data, is it good to use it in Indian context? So this is addressed by benchmarking against this open benchmarking platform, the AI solutions which is brought for implementation in Indian context. And then provide trustworthy third-party evaluation. See, every AI solution provider comes with a clear saying that it has 99% efficacy, 98% efficacy. How do you know that it has that? Unless you test on real patient. Do you want to test a solution which has not been proved on a real patient? Or do you want to benchmark it beforehand and then apply on a real life? And that is what this platform will do as a third-party evaluation. It finally actually addresses the trilemma of any AI solution vis-a-vis its coverage, reliability, and openness. Most of the time, AI solutions comply with two of these issues, but ultimately, once it is tested, benchmarked against this platform, then only we can be sure of all three. With these, I close the presentation and wish that these two launches which is happening today will create huge value for AI in healthcare delivery and create a pathway for healthcare delivery transformation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for setting a clear collective direction for us all and sharing such a comprehensive overview. Scientific rigor and validation are central to trustworthy AI. I welcome and invite Professor Manindra Agarwal, Director IIT Kanpur, to share his remarks on the benchmarking platform. Sir, the floor is yours.
Dr. J.P. Nadda, Minister of Health, Ms. Punya Srivastava, Secretary Health, Ms. Catherine Bhome from WHO, CEO NHA, Shri Barnwalji, all the distinguished guests here. It's a pleasure to be here in front of you and share some thoughts about the both platform developed by Professor Nishit Srivastava and his team at IIT Kanpur. The key challenge this team faced, which is somewhat unique to the healthcare, is that the real data on which any AI model needs to be trained is very fragmented, is available with various health centers, hospitals in small amount. It needs to be protected well because there are privacy issues. So the sharing is not at all easy. Therefore, one needs to bring them all on a single platform to aggregate. But the moment you bring them on a single platform, every model developer who wishes to train it starts, the data after some time doesn't add any value because it's the same data. So one needs a mechanism to ensure that this data is constantly updated, and there needs to be an incentive mechanism to motivate all the data holders to upload their data. And that's the key challenge that our team has solved and has created a platform which will it's a federated platform which will collect data, keep it secure. Any AI, any model developer can upload, send their model to be trained on-site on the data available. So the model developer will not get access to the data. They can train their model and get the trained model weights back. And those who hold the data, new data, they will are incentivized to upload the data because then they can get credit and use it further. So we hope that with this model being put in place, it will create a major change in the development of AI models in healthcare on Indian data for the use of Indian patients. And we hope that this will make a significant impact in the overall healthcare scenario of the country. With that hope, I thank you again for joining us and having me over here. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. We are honored to have with us Dr. Katharina, Officer in Charge, WHO Southeast Asia Regional Office. Ma'am, may I kindly request you to share your remarks?
Honorable Minister Srinath Ji, dignitaries on the dais, excellencies, partners, colleagues, and friends. In a previous session, someone predicted that in no area other than healthcare, AI will save so many lives when used successfully and responsibly. But it also comes with risks. Therefore, today marks an important milestone in India's digital health journey. With the launch of the strategy for AI in healthcare, India is charting a clear path for how AI will serve public health. Not ad hoc, not as a series of pilots, but as a system tool, responsibly, safely, and most importantly, at scale. AI is already today very much influencing how health systems operate. When you think of improving screening and diagnosis, when you think of strengthening surveillance, accelerating research, and supporting more efficient service delivery. So the question before us is clearly no longer whether AI will shape health systems, but much more how it will be governed, how we implement it most successfully, and how we align it with our public health priorities. India's strategy answers that question with clarity. As the first country in the WHO Southeast Asia region to adopt a comprehensive national AI strategy for health, and one of the first countries globally to have such a strategy, India has set a benchmark. This is not simply a technology roadmap. It's a public health strategy built to strengthen care, improve decisions, and extend reach. SAHI is anchored in India's broader digital health agenda, as had been said. It supports progress towards UHC and our Sustainable Development Goals. And it reflects a very simple principle. Innovation must strengthen systems, expand access, and build trust. On the defining strength of SAHI, as has been said, is how it was built. Through consultations across North, South, East, and West India, the strategy was shaped by central ministries, state governments, regulators, academia, industry, startups, clinicians, civil society, and development partners. And I thank all of you who have contributed to this effort. This whole of government and whole of society approach ensures SAHI reflects India's diversity and the realities of implementation on the ground. The result is a framework that hopefully will be practical and action-oriented. It sets out what is needed to move from potential and from promise to actual impact. Governance and oversight, quality data, and interoperability, secure infrastructure, and workforce readiness. In short, it sets out the rules, the rails, and the readiness to deliver. The real work, though, now lies in its implementation. Turning strategy into measurable health gains will require sustained commitment, regulatory clarity, institutional capacity, and continuous learning. It will also require partnership and investment in people, because AI will only strengthen health systems if health workers and managers are trained, supported, and confident in using it. WHO has been privileged to support the government of India in the development of this strategy. through our regional office and our India country office. We remain committed, very much committed, to the next phase, supporting the operational planning, strengthening governance mechanisms and standards, supporting workforce training and capacity building, and making available and strengthening our networks for the exchange of knowledge and best practices all over the world. India has shown that AI in health can be guided by public health values, shaped through inclusive consultation and aligned with national priorities. We commend the Government of India, in particular Honorable Minister Nada, for his leadership, for your leadership, and we thank all partners who contributed to this important achievement. This strategy will give India a strong foundation for the next phase of its digital health journey. So let us move forward together to ensure that AI serves what matters most, helping a health worker make a better decision, save time, be efficient, and save his patients or her patients, helping a patient get the right care sooner, and helping health systems reach those who are still being left behind, while building and sustaining, importantly, public trust. In doing so, we will strengthen health systems, expand equity, and accelerate progress towards universal health coverage and health for all. I thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful remarks. The responsible adoption of AI requires institutional clarity, life cycle oversight, and structured national direction. It is now my privilege to invite and welcome Ms. Punya Shrivastava, Secretary, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, to deliver the keynote address. Ma'am, we look forward to your address.
Honorable Union Health Minister Shri Jagat Prakash Nadda ji, CEO NHA, Director IIT Kanpur, Dr. Katerina and Kiran. It is distinguished delegates, colleagues from government, industry, academia, WHO. It is a proud moment, I think, for all of us to be a part of this prestigious event. Under the visionary leadership of our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, we have made tremendous strides in leveraging technology for making governance inclusive and efficient. And this summit has indeed come at a crucial time as AI has advanced rapidly in recent years. And over the past decade, India's health system has also seen a major digital transformation. Yesterday, we had a very vibrant discussion about how the National Digital Health Blueprint laid the foundation by promoting open standards, interoperability, and the use of Gen AI. Then came the ABTM, the Ayushman Bharat Digital Health Mission, which further strengthened this ecosystem through interoperable digital infrastructure and integrated data systems. We are already integrating AI into our public health systems. So we discussed how it is helping us in tuberculosis risk prediction. We have used AI to map all our vulnerable spots in the country. We are using it in diabetic retinopathy screening, in assisting the telemedicine consultations, and of course in outbreak surveillance. So today's launch of Strategy for AI in Healthcare for India, SAHI, and both the benchmarking open data platform in Health AI marks an important step in advancement of AI in healthcare, and I thank all the stakeholders, WHO, and of course my colleagues in NHA and ICMR, and all the other stakeholders who have made this possible. SAHI represents a long-term policy commitment of the government, and as we discussed, it provides a common framework for union and state governments, public health institutions, and the private sector to guide AI evaluation, adoption, and integration in healthcare. And I'm sure that with this guidance, as we discussed yesterday, we will come up with a good roadmap to accelerate the use of safe and responsible AI in healthcare. Both will also help us ensure that the AI tools that are used by our frontline workers and clinicians are safe, reliable, and effective, and expedite the integration of AI tools in the public health systems as well as in the clinical systems. I'm extremely grateful to the Honorable Health Minister for his guidance in framing the policy and for consenting to launch SAHI and both. His presence indicates the salience the government attaches to the effective and inclusive use of AI in public health. And successful adoption of AI will depend on strong coordination and, as Dr. Katerina mentioned, a whole of government and whole of society approach. We look forward to working with all the institutions, stakeholders, and collaborative partnerships contributing to the vision of a Viksit Bharat. Thank you once again. Your presence today, along with the presence of our Honorable Minister, boosts our morale, and I'm sure together we will achieve what we have set out to. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We now arrive at the formal launch of the Strategy for Artificial Intelligence in Healthcare for India, SAHI. May I respectfully request the Honorable Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Chemical and Fertilizers to kindly unveil the SAHI strategy booklet along with our dignitaries. Ladies and gentlemen, SAHI now stands formally launched. May I now request all of you to kindly turn your attention to the screen for the SAHI launch film.
Through the India AI mission, artificial intelligence is being promoted across sectors to unlock innovation, improve efficiency, and strengthen institutions. When it comes to healthcare, AI can transform healthcare delivery by strengthening frontline workers, supporting doctors, empowering innovators, and enabling smarter health systems. There is a need for an overarching framework to guide AI's adoption and integration into healthcare delivery across the country. Introducing SAHI, the Strategy for Artificial Intelligence in Healthcare for India, a guiding framework developed by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare after extensive consultation with technology and healthcare experts from both the private and public sectors. SAHI's vision is to make AI in healthcare work for every Indian, safely, fairly, and effectively. We want to ensure that whether you're in a village or a city, AI helps you get better care, that doctors and health workers have smart tools to support them, that your health data stays private and secure, and that India leads in AI. SAHI's design and implementation are based on 5 foundational pillars: robust governance for accountability, a secure and connected health infrastructure, a trained and professional workforce, in-depth research and responsible innovation, and holistic ecosystem development for real-world adoption. SAHI is India's blueprint to ensure that AI in healthcare is used to help 1.4 billion Indians improve their lives.
We now move to the curtain raiser for both, the benchmarking open data platform in Health AI. May I request Honorable Minister, sir, to unveil both. Now let's keep our attention to the screen for the launch of both launch film.
AI is revolutionizing healthcare. Whether it is diagnostics, risk prediction, imaging, or clinical decision support, new AI tools are being developed at remarkable speed. Realizing the full potential of these AI tools while ensuring equity and inclusiveness requires robust testing and evaluation against standard benchmarks. This can enhance trust and transparency in AI tools, promoting large-scale deployment, ensuring benefits reach all. Introducing BOLD, the benchmarking open data platform for health AI, a national platform built to rigorously test AI solutions before they are deployed at population scale, developed by IIT Kanpur in collaboration with the National Health Authority. BOLD enables developers to evaluate their models on real-world data from across India, aligned with global standards. BOLD enables automated testing of AI models through a federated learning mechanism. Imagine frontline health workers using AI-powered screening tools to screen faster and detect disease earlier and save lives. With both, such innovations can be validated for safety, reliability, and scale. BOLD has already shown how we can use it to benchmark AI solutions for diabetic retinopathy, cataract detection, and bone age density testing in a recently concluded hackathon. BOLD-enabled leaderboards can aid public and private entities in choosing the appropriate solution. As a digital public good under the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, BOLD builds trust across patients, providers, innovators, and regulators. This is India's pathway to trustworthy health AI. This is BOLD.
It is now my distinct honor and privilege to invite our chief guest, Sri J.P. Nadda sir, the Honorable Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare and Chemical and Fertilizers. Sir, may I respectfully request you to deliver your address.
Ms. Punya Salila Srivastav the Secretary of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, Dr. Katharina Böhme, the Officer in Charge, World Health Organization, Southeast Asia Region Organization, Dr. Sunil Kumar Barnwal, the CEO, National Health Authority, Professor Manindra Agrawalji, the Director of Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, distinguished delegates, leaders from the industry and academia, innovators, friends from the print media and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen, namaskar to all of you. It is proud to host the India AI Impact Summit. This summit is both timely and necessary because artificial intelligence today is no longer a futuristic idea. It has the fundamental power to transform every aspect of our economy, and healthcare is at the very heart of this transformation. Friends, we all know that AI does not operate in isolation. AI lives, breathes, thrives on the digital infrastructure and the data. Recognizing this early, India began laying the foundation almost a decade before. In 2015, under the visionary and dynamic leadership of our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, we launched Digital India with a clear objective, that is to transform India into a digitally empowered society and a knowledge economy. This was not merely about connectivity of platforms. It was about preparing India for the technologies of the future, including artificial intelligence. The health sector followed this national vision decisively. In 2017, with the National Health Policy, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare envisaged the creation of a digital health technology ecosystem which will be interoperable, inclusive, and scalable. Then in 2020, we launched the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission to transform healthcare delivery by creating a digital public architecture for health. This was a critical milestone because the age of AI was approaching, and it became clear that without reliable, high-quality digital health data, artificial intelligence could not be deployed responsibly or at scale. With the sustained efforts, we have built the foundation of digital public infrastructure. We have enabled interoperable health systems. We have begun creating large-scale consent-based health data. Today, I can say with confidence that India has built the tracks and the AI, the bullet train is now ready to move. With the digital public infrastructure, interoperable systems, and growing health data ecosystems, we are now in a position to harness artificial intelligence meaningfully to benefit our doctors, nurses, health workers, researchers, and most importantly, 1.4 billion our Indian citizens. It is in this context that we have launched SAHI, SAHI, the strategy for artificial intelligence in healthcare for India. SAHI is not just a technology strategy. It is a governance framework, a policy compass, and a national roadmap. It will guide India in utilizing artificial intelligence for healthcare in a manner that is responsible, ethical, and people-centric, as our Honorable Prime Minister has consistently emphasized. Friends, the government is not looking forward to do it alone. We want to work hand in hand with our friends in the private sector to leverage their innovation, agility, their entrepreneurial energy, and solve India's national health challenges. SAHI provides that clear-cut framework for collaboration where innovation thrives but public interest always comes first. One such area where artificial intelligence has transformative possibilities is the pharmaceuticals and the life sciences with the intelligent use of artificial intelligence. We can use it for drug discovery, timelines can be significantly reduced, clinical research can become faster and more cost-effective. India can strengthen its position as a biopharma Shakti. This is not only for India's benefit, but for global health and humanity at large. In this truest sense, this is about people, planet, and progress. In this effort of harnessing artificial intelligence, our academic institutions are crucial hubs. They will play a very decisive role in creating the future healthcare of artificial intelligence workforce, advancing interdisciplinary research, training professionals in digital and artificial intelligence competencies. We must connect our academia, private sector, public health systems so that solutions move seamlessly from classrooms to clinics and from pilot to population scale. The result of one of the such collaborations between government and academia has also been launched today, that is both benchmarking tool for health and artificial intelligence solutions. Artificial intelligence solutions deployed in the field must be tested and validated. This tool fills the crucial gap. We have to create more such avenues in healthcare where we can bring ecosystems together and make it a larger part of collective national goal. Friends, the artificial intelligence challenge or artificial intelligence opportunity, whichever way we want to put it, is before us, and we must brace for it together as a nation. Public and private capacities must complement each other. Innovation and regulation must move in sync Scale must be matched with trust, and Sahi is our roadmap for that journey. Sahi stands for the future where artificial intelligence is safe, accountable, holistic, and inclusive. Let me conclude with the simple but powerful message. The road for Atmanirbhar Bharat and Viksit Bharat goes through Ayushman Bharat. With Sahi, India takes a decisive step toward a future where artificial intelligence strengthens healthcare, empowers our workforce, and improves lives. I congratulate all the stakeholders involved and invite every partner here to join us in this national mission. Thank you very much for giving me a patient here.
Thank you very much, sir, for your visionary address. To conclude the program, I now invite Shri Vikram Pugaria, Director, ABDM, National Health Authority, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Namaskar. On behalf of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, it's my proud privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this landmark occasion. First and foremost, we express our sincere gratitude to the Honorable Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers for graciously taking out time of his busy schedule to be with us today. Sir, we are deeply thankful for your visionary leadership, guidance, and unwavering support. We also thank our heartfelt thanks to Secretary Ma'am for her support and constant guidance. I also extend thanks to Dr. Catherine for joining us for this important session. We are grateful to you, ma'am, and the WHE team, especially Sri Manoj Jhalani and Dr. Karthik Adappa, for their steadfast support in rolling out Sahi. My deep regards to Professor Manindra Agarwal, Director IIT Kanpur, and Professor Nishit Srivastav for their invaluable guidance and involvement in launching the both platform. I would also like to convey my heartfelt appreciation to the India AI team, particularly Sri Mohammad Safirullah, Director India AI Mission, for his instrumental support in organizing this event seamlessly. Last but not the least, my sincere thanks to Dr. Sunil Kumar Banwal, CEO NHA, and Shri Kiran Gopal Vaska, Joint Secretary NHA, whose dedicated efforts and leadership have been central to bringing these initiatives to light. Their commitment and tireless work have truly made today possible. Last but not the least, I extend my gratitude to the entire organizing team at NHA for their meticulous planning and support in ensuring the success of this event. With these words, I once again thank all our distinguished guests, partners, and participants for gracing this occasion and contributing to its success. Thank you. We will have a group photograph of the dignitaries on the dais, and then we'll also invite the committee members to have a group photograph with the honorable ministers. Thank you.
I would like to briefly share that a committee was constituted to guide the development of Sahi, providing expert oversight and strategic direction throughout the process. The committee was chaired by Dr. Sunil Kumar Banwal, CEO National Authority. Members of the committee include Ms. Aradhna Patnaik, ASN MD NHM, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare.